Hello, chronic conquerors. I've been fighting myself with this because this is hard for me to do, but it's in my heart. There's so much information out there that people need to know that we are so much more capable and so much more power than we give ourselves credit for. And in light of the current situation with self-isolation and everyone distancing, it's more important than ever. It's in me and it's eating at me. And I'm sorry that I've been fighting it for so long. So I have to surrender and I have to. So once again, I was in the shower today. If you saw any of my previous videos, it tends to be when my ideas start to get me best. And I realized that, not much has changed for me in light of everything. I haven't had to make huge adaptations. I work from home currently in a job that I love with a great company. And yeah, things are challenging there. It's not easy, but I haven't had to worry about how I'm going to make things work. And not everyone can say that. Also, self-isolation, it's really not that different for me. And maybe you're watching this and you're in that situation where you've been dealing, off work, dealing with a challenge, disability to overcome. And maybe you're kind of used to this too, but not everybody out there is. And some of us rely on that social contact. So I just need to share some of those things that I've learned to help me because, depression runs through my family. And I've been very aware of that, and I've personally chosen not to use medications to manage that. I use self-management tools. That works for me, and that's a personal choice, and I get that that doesn't work for everyone. But when we're not able to continue doing those things that we need that fill our cup, that help us continue to stay strong and continue to, keep our energy high and stay away from going into depression, that's hard. That's really hard. So I had to share with you some of the things that I do that not everybody is aware of that we can be doing at this time. So yeah, I'm here to share. And I'm committed to you guys, so I've got a little challenge at the end here too, because you know what? I know I struggle and I need support, and I know I'm not the only one. And I have a huge support system, which not everybody does. So let's be each other's support system during this super challenging time and come out stronger together, okay? All right, so one of the simplest little things that we tend to take for granted when we're staying and working from home is it's really easy not to have to get ready every day, right? And I'm not gonna lie, like I'm very fortunate. I have a tendency to wear my sweatpants a little too many days in a row. I'll change my top. I most of my job is this. So I need to make sure I look professional from here up, but from the waist down, I largely chill in my sweatpants more than I'm proud to admit. So when I was in the hospital after my first major surgery, for those of you who don't know, I was in the hospital for nearly 2 months just due to complications. And one of the best tips my physical therapist gave me was, you know what? Now that, I was able to move freely on my own-ish, one of the best things I could do for myself was just to get dressed every day. Because sitting in a hospital gown every single freaking day, it does a number to your brain. You get into this routine and it's hard not to feel sorry for yourself. And it's just, there's nothing, you don't feel good in a hospital gown. That's not flattering. So she said, even if all I did was put on my yoga pants and like a t-shirt, like just still comfortable, but change out of your pajamas, it actually really does help you psychologically, right? There's huge. So if you find that after a few days that you're getting into a bit of funk, getting into a bit of a slump, ask yourself, when's the last time you got yourself ready? There's times I actually do my hair up, even though I'm not working or I'm not going to be seeing anybody. It just makes me feel better. Sometimes just looking in the mirror and feeling like I look good helps me feel good inside too. So it's simple, but the simple things matter. On that note, keep your daily routine as best as you can. Yeah, give yourself a break. If you're normally up at 5 a.m. because you have to rush out the door for 6 a.m., maybe you let yourself sleep until 6 a.m. kind of thing. But I promise you, you will thank yourself. When I was not working and I was off for nearly 5 years, 4 years, 4 years. 5 years, 4 years. I think it's 4.5 years. Anyway, whatever. I still got up early every day. And my boyfriend thought I was nuts. I didn't get it. He's like, well, you're not going to job. You're not going anywhere. Like, just let yourself sleep in. And yes, I gave myself, some days I'd let myself sleep in, but I'm so grateful because when I had to go back to work, when I finally got back to it, it was easy for me to get back up and into a routine. So I'm at the office every day for 8 a.m. So I'm super grateful to myself that I kept that habit up because it serves me in the future. I'm not happy to admit it. I also developed a bit of a TV addiction while I was not working. It was one of my biggest distractions for my pain. So it served me at that time, not really serving me now. And it's been hard, more challenging than I care to admit, to change that around. So anyway, working on that. But that's what I'm saying. I'm grateful I kept waking up early because now that routine has been easy for me to stick with. Thank God. I don't want to be fighting that one. All right, next, move every day. Yes, exercise is huge and essential. And if you're used to going to a gym all the time, maybe working out at home is not something that you're used to and you're struggling to wrap your head around it. I personally love classes. I love being out with people. I haven't been able to do that. And financially, it didn't make sense for a good period of time there. Physically, it didn't make sense because just getting to the gym would have knocked me on my butt. So there was no point. And so I just started using videos on YouTube. That's where I started. It was free. I created literally, I have like a 4-foot by like 5-foot area that I've mats down on. I leave it clear during the day, but it's my space when I want to do my yoga. Or like I've got free weights at home, thankfully. There's so much you can do with your own body weight, even if it's just stretching or moving. And guess what? Moving doesn't have to be exercise. Oh my God, isn't that such great news? Moving can include things like dancing, right? Throw on your favorite tunes. Let's see here. Oh, right. What about Wii? Oh, do people play Wii and Xbox Move anymore these days? I had a PlayStation Move, or whatever that one is. Anyway, those are all good games. Have fun with it. On that note, if you're surrounded with family, play games that get you moving, right? Does anybody remember charades? Oh, what about Cranium? They've got all those different like moving activities, but just get up and move. You're sitting on the couch all day or you're sitting at your desk all day, and make sure to give yourself that space and get up and move and engage your kids, engage your family, engage who's ever in the house. Don't have anyone in the house with you? Beautiful thing about this day and age is how much technology we have. Honestly, I work from home and I honestly am so connected to my coworkers, it's crazy. Crazy. And it's all through Zoom videos, right? There's all sorts of stuff. You got Google Hangouts, you can do FaceTime on your phone, you can do it through Messenger. Like, you can be super connected even though we can't physically be there face to face. You can be chilling in your jammies on your couch with your favorite mug full of coffee and having a conversation with your friends like usual. Or hell, plan after work drinks from your own table. You know what I mean? Like, just because we can't be together doesn't mean we have to be apart. Doesn't mean we have to create that lose that connection, you know? On that note too, if you are starting to get in that funk and things are not feeling good and you're one of those people who aren't able to work from home, and you're sitting at home going, oh my God, I don't know what to do right now. And one of the best ways to quit that spiral is just to get grateful. And if you hear me talk a lot through the video, I say, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful. It was my biggest tool, because when I couldn't work, when I couldn't get off my butt and I couldn't get out of the house, like when I was in that state where I felt like I couldn't move and I felt useless and I felt so incapable, that moment I just had to be grateful, because I knew that there were people that were dealing with worse than me. Maybe my life wasn't where I wanted it to be at that point in time, but I knew I had an amazing partner that helped me get through this. And I'm so grateful that I have a warm house over my head. And even though we have hopes and dreams for the future and it felt like those were on pause and it was hard, there's still so much to be grateful for today, you know? So that's my biggest tip there, is just remember all the good. When you feel like life is crazy and you feel like you're in the middle of a storm and can't get your head on straight, remember to get grateful. And with that, meditation has been my biggest thing, meditation and yoga, for managing my stress to help me remain calm. And it's funny, every time I start to get into that routine again, I start getting these tingles that force me to film a video and share it with the world. So do what's going to work best for you. So on that note, I just want to say self-care does not have to be a big deal. It doesn't have to take an hour every day. Believe me, if you give yourself an hour a day, you will thank yourself for that, because man, there's so many ways to fill your cup in that hour. But it can take 60 seconds, right? If you take 60 seconds a day just to close your eyes, focus on your breathing, or close your eyes and just think of all the things you're grateful for. Just take 60 seconds a day even. After a few days, you are going to start to notice that there's shifts are going to happen. You are going to start to see more positivity. You're going to start to see opportunity, and it's calming the brain down, right? Or if you want to go from the law of attraction angle, I mean, I like that both, but energy goes where focus flows. So focusing on the good is super important to find the opportunities in the storm right now. Because when we're thinking and we're crazy and we're stressed, or we're in this depression, we're focused on all that's going wrong, it's hard to see those solutions. So with that in mind, here's that 30-day challenge. So I am committed to 30 days of self-care. I'm good at going on and off with it, but I'm not good at being consistent myself, and I struggle with that. And I know I'm not the only one struggling, especially right now. So let's do it together, right? Let's bring ourselves together. Let's build this community up. Let's build each other up, so that way when everything goes back to normal, whatever that new normal looks like, we are stronger for it and we're better prepared. How does that sound? So here's the deal. I'm going to create a group just called Focus Around 30 Days of Self-Care. I'm going to throw up a Google Sheet. You can sign up. I'll add everyone to that group. And it's going to start, let's say Monday. Why the heck not? I'll make sure I have that group out by tomorrow. It's scary for me, but let's do it. And all it is posting. How are you managing, right? What are you doing to take care of yourself where you normally couldn't? What are the tools that you have to share, right? I want to hear, are you doing just 60 minutes? 60 minutes. Well, 60 minutes is amazing, but are you doing 60 seconds of mindfulness? Is that it? Perfect. Awesome. Share that with us. Are you doing 5 minutes? Maybe you do 60 seconds one day, and then you do 30 minutes the next day because you just need it. Like, what? Just share with us what you're doing every day to give yourself some self-love, to fill up your cup so that you are able to be there and show up in whatever way you need to show up. And I don't care if you have to do, if 6 a.m. is your jam and you want to get it done in the morning, go for it. If you're like a afternooner and that's your jam, go for it. I'm making so many mistakes in this damn video, but I'm not refilming it because I'm not going to do it again. But that's just it. Like, let's bring this community together. Let's start taking care of ourselves and let's help each other do that. How does that sound? Who's in? All right. I am committed and I'm terrified. You guys are welcome to call me out. I'm terrified, but let's do this. Together we are stronger. Thanks. I'm excited.